Andre Agassi, 33 years young now, but still winning majors. He won the year's first in Australia because his fitness and adaptability allow him to thrive in the southern hemispheric heat. Roger Federer has validated himself as the man to beat. He's undefeated. He believes in himself now, and add an incomparable natural talent. It's a combo that could dominate for years. Shades of Wimbledon in Houston. Monday night was a close encounter between these two. A very close encounter. 9-7 in a third set tiebreak. His first ever win over Agassi. So today, Agassi could get revenge? Or is it inevitable that tennis crowns a Swiss champion for the first time? Federer came back to upset Moya in '98. Pete Sampras upset Andre Agassi in the '99 final. Guga Kirtan upset Agassi in the 2000 final. And then came the Leighton Hewitt years in Sydney 2001 and Shanghai in 2002. Houston, Texas hosted the most widely watched match in tennis history. Billie Jean King, Bobby Riggs. Now this year-ending event, the 2003 Tennis Masters Cup, has been jammed daily for this year-ending championship. The best-of-5 set live coverage championship match, Andre Agassi taking on Roger Federer. Doesn't get much better than that. And a very friendly hello to everybody. Cliff Drysdale alongside Mary Carrillo and Patrick McEnroe. We've seen, Patrick, 4 different slam winners in men's tennis, and it has been fascinating.
It's been an unbelievable year. You know, Andre Agassi continues to be one of the great stories in sports, and now we've got a couple of nice chapters being written about the new guys coming up in men's tennis. Ferrero wins the French, Federer at Wimbledon, and Roddick at the U.S. Open. Really been a remarkable year.
But the book isn't closed on Andre Agassi yet, is it? He has done really some startling stuff, including his semifinal match with Schüttler.
Well, he played yesterday against Rainer Schüttler, and Schüttler's a very tough German player who'd beaten him earlier this summer. In the first set, he couldn't even get a break point and lost that one. But in the second set, he really started imposing his game on Rainer Schüttler. Took the second set at love, and then went on and dominated the third set as well to get himself into the semis. And that's just a tremendous effort for a guy who'd taken 2 months off coming into this tournament.
Well, Roger Federer, I mean, this guy looked like Wimbledon revisited. The semifinal match, remember, he played against Roddick, was genius. More genius from Federer, who just dominated. He carved, he dissected Andy Roddick up last night. Yeah, Roddick will finish #1, but Federer making a major statement about this week, and I think also about 2004.
We will find out, certainly, but again, the Agassi story is still very much alive. Matter of fact, he's been around a long time.
We remember him from the time he was a teenager and back when he was 20 years old in 1990. This guy played in the year-end championship as well. Back then, he was a heck of a lot hairier. Here's a little furball of a guy taking on Stefan Edberg, and he beat him there to win the year-end championship. And here it is. I mean, all these years later, he's still playing the final match of the season. It's just a remarkable effort. You know, his game and certainly his personality, so much has changed and matured about Andre Agassi. He's playing better tennis today than he played back then.
You remember the old days, Mary, when, not that old, but when Pete Sampras was just a kid before he'd really made his move. It seems that the people in the locker room knew before he did, maybe, that he was going to be a great champion, and that's the way it turned out, wasn't it, Patrick? And in a way, you could say the same thing about Federer. We all knew he was going to be a good one, and now he's coming of age.
Well, he sure is, and the guy's just a joy to watch. He's got every shot in the book, and this thing got kicked off in a big way on Monday night when Federer took on Andre Agassi in their opening round-robin match. I remember coming into this one, Federer had never beaten Andre Agassi. They played in some big matches. This was just absolutely brilliant stuff from both guys. Agassi hadn't played a match since the U.S. Open, wins the first set, but Federer starts to claw his way back. Agassi scrambling at the net. I mean, this thing had everything in the opening match on Monday night, and Federer with the big forehand starting to control the play, starting to get his serve going in the last couple of sets. And look at this, match point in the final set tiebreak. Federer with that forehand pass, but hey, it's been a remarkable year, but he'd love to finish with a win.
I've achieved all the goals I wanted to, you know. What can I say? I won 4 titles on 4 different surfaces. I won Wimbledon. I made it to the Masters, you know, all this. I'm really at the peak, you know, and I just want to finish the year nicely, you know, and hopefully, you know, I can play well here and maybe, you know, win this title, you know, and then go for a well-deserved holiday. And I'm not looking forward to the holiday yet because I still have to play well here.
It was best of 3 on Monday. It's a best of 5-set championship match in Houston. It's Andre Agassi of the USA, Roger Federer of Switzerland in the Tennis Masters Cup. Can Agassi do it again after all these years, or will the new man on the block make his mark? ESPN's presentation of the Tennis Masters Cup, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, located on the web at mbusa.com, and in association with Lacoste, proud partner of the Tennis Masters Cup. Yeah, weather has very much been a part of the story this morning. There is still a chance of rain. 79 now, and high humidity, which does never seem to have bothered Andre Agassi in the past. The clouds are at least high enough to where it looks like we're going to have at least some time. Let's hope that we get this whole day completed. Agassi, Federer, best of 5-set championship match.
Federer, as he said after he beat Roddick yesterday, when he hit the ace on the first point of the match, that he knew he was going to have a good serve day. And he certainly did.
Try to put this event in perspective for you as you look at Andre Agassi, the 33-year-old from Las Vegas. There is $1.5 million at stake, and then some change for Roger Federer if he wins it, not having lost a match at all. 47-9 record for Agassi, and for the most part it was the early part of the year when he won both his Slam at Australia and then Miami Masters Series.
Roger Federer winning his first major this year in addition to 5 other titles. If he wins this match, he'll finish with the most titles of anyone for the year. Andy Roddick tied with him right now at 6.
Game and Federer. First game.
What a performance it was for Federer throughout the fortnight at Wimbledon. Of course, the semifinal win over Roddick, and then taking on the resurgent Mark Philippoussis in the final. Philippoussis had beaten Agassi along the way, but despite the fact that this was 2 tie breaks, it was really completely dominated by Roger Federer as he wins his first Slam in straight sets.
6-2. One of the things that was really remarkable about Federer's win at Wimbledon is that on the fastest court the guys play on, he handled Roddick's serve and Philippoussis' serve with what looked like a hell of a lot of ease.
The same thing yesterday in the semi-final here against Roddick. He just chips that return back with, as you say, Mary, seeming nonchalance.
You don't, after one of his matches, you don't even feel like saying, you know, great effort. You feel like saying great effortlessness. It's only just after 3 o'clock our time. As you can see, this is what Roger did. Beat everybody he's faced, including Agassi on the first night. They should already have put the lights on in this stadium because it's that dark. It's been raining much of the day. heavy conditions. Not on yet, but I'm surprised if they don't come on soon.
Just after 3 o'clock in the afternoon here, Central Time Zone in Houston.
First win for Federer came this week. Saved 2 match points in the tiebreak. Look at the amount of winners that Federer had in that one. 63-22.
It was still came down to a third set tiebreak. Agassi's going to try to stay away from the forehand as much as possible. He says of the ground strokes of Roger Federer that his backhand is the lesser of 2 evils to hit to. Well, he's plenty strong off that side as well. But Agassi's ground game is designed to attack opponents' backhand. Expect a lot of this. And it's the tremendous foot speed of Federer that makes that play, which is so effective against most of Agassi's opponents. A difficult one.
You know, he was just badgering a few of them back then, and then he unleashed one. I mean, changes the pace so quickly. Federer, deuce.
I believe that Agassi knows coming into this match that he's going to have to be aggressive early on, because if he allows Federer to start dictating some of these points, he's going to be on the run a lot more than he's used to being.
Patrick, that's just what Andre said coming into this match. He wants to play points a lot longer than Federer does.
Yeah, it's humid, and Agassi finds that friendly. ESPN tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern. The Cowboys and the Patriots up there. Excuse me, that is tonight, I beg your pardon. Sunday night football on ESPN. For more, please log on to ESPN.com. Let's see how they do up there in Boston as the Cowboys travel north.
He's going to have to play the points. He'd like to play them longer, Agassi, but he's got to make sure he goes for his shots. See, because this is what will happen if he doesn't get Federer on the move.
15 minutes.
He's put in a lot of time so far already here. All 3 set matches for Agassi. Look at that, he spent almost over 3 hours longer on the court than Roger Federer.
It's basically he's played another match worth tennis.
See how attackable this second serve is. Well, there was no attackability on that one because he really juiced that second serve and got it deep. But to me, one of the keys is whether Agassi is going to see enough of that second ball to be able to get the first strike going. 30-15.
Oh, that is just genius there.
Andre says if somebody can beat me with their backhand, then it's just too good. This backhand of Federer's has been, well, it's looked an awful lot like that all week long.
You're right about the second serve points, Cliff, but Peter Lundgren there, Federer's coach, Agassi knows that he has to make something happen on the second serve return. And that will, he hopes, bring the first serve percentage down as the match goes on. And he's already, he's trying to step into those second serve returns.
Yeah, and the question is, how effective will he be doing that? That, of course, is partly up to this man from Switzerland, Roger Federer. We're on serve, early stages, best of 5. Federer Express, Roger Federer there in this giant screen that dominates this landscape, this gallery furniture stadium built especially for this Tennis Masters Cup year-ending event. Federer leading 2-1 on serve. Here's Agassi in the first set. This is best of 5 set match.
And you know, Cliff, I really think it's crucial for Agassi to stay with Federer early, because if he doesn't, I think that Federer Express is going to pick up steam. We've seen him when he gets ahead. He is a very tough customer to stop.
You're dead right about that. We saw that yesterday in the second set. He was spectacular against Andy Roddick. 2 breaks. Dominated the set. Federer's girlfriend and publicist, and next to her, his mom. Born in South Africa, now living in Switzerland.
It's early, but Agassi is feeling Federer's game already. He's being rushed.
Oh, he's got it. That's unbelievable. Not just that shot, but the return of serve as well. Federer at full stretch, able to block it back deep, and then this backhand on the line.
Edger, but enough, and a break point first of the match. Yeah. Yes, steals that one for a break of serve. 3-1 Federer.
I don't think there's much that Agassi could have done differently in this point. Federer, look at the adjustment he makes on that backhand right there. The quick little stop. Accelerates. Oh, just a remarkable game there by Federer to get the quick break.
Andre says of Roger Federer's serve that it's very accurate. Not great power, but very, very accurate. He says he's like a good pitcher who's working the outside of the plate. He likened it to a guy like Todd Martin. Didn't bomb his serves in, but he sure got a lot of them in, and he knew where to put everything.
Federer's serve mirror, I think, even a little more versatile than Todd's. He's got more kick that he can hit both on the first and second serve. Not only can he work the outside of the plate, he can work the inside, high, low, different spins. Oh.
14.
Federer with 11 winners so far and 3 unforced errors.
Game Federer.
And he was rolling at the end of Wimbledon, wasn't he? I mean, he really played brilliantly there, and you've seen some of that same effort here from Roger Federer in front here, 4-1 first set. Andre Agassi winning this year's first slam down under in Australia, trailing now 4-1 here. It was a very different story down under.
Taking on Rainer Schuttler in the final. Schuttler defeated Andy Roddick in the semifinals, who was exhausted and injured after his win over El-Anawi, and it was just all Agassi. Loves that rebound ace surface, a slow high bounce, and he just bludgeoned Rainer Schuttler to win his 8th Grand Slam singles title. Wife Steffi Graf appreciating the effort.
15.
Only losing 5 games in that championship match. Rod Laver Arena. 15-love now to Agassi. He's serving at 1-4, 1 breaker serve. Agassi started out as the Oz champ against Ferrero on clay. And you said a few times, Patrick, sort of the way the year went, that's the way it should have gone, with Federer winning Wimbledon, then Roddick. Great summer, finishing up at the Open. Agassi holds 2-4. Here's Andre Agassi on his commitment, on-court commitment to next year.
You never know how you're going to feel waking up in the morning, body, mind, spirit. But next year is my commitment. I'm going to give it a go. And if somehow the cards reveal that it's just not my time or place, then I'll try to be aware of that. But I got to be honest. I still feel like I'm pretty far from that.
Going to win the Oz again next year?
Certainly one of the favorites, but Federer plays like he's playing now. It's going to be tougher this year for him. Last year he breezed through it. It's probably the easiest slam win he had. But now with Federer, Roddick, Ferrero having more confidence, having a slam under their belt. Still think that Agassi, that's his best surface. That's his best chance to win another one.
15-all, 4-2 Federer. His first double.
15-13.
Mattress Mac is the promoter of this event, and a very good job of selling tickets. And
he's got his hat back. He threw it over the stadium yesterday during Agassi's 3-set match with Rainer Schuttler.
After Agassi got broken back in the second set, Mattress Mac wasn't happy. Outside edge. Good enough. Game point.
Game Federer.
Federer holds his Federer's got a big lead, although it's only one break. 5-2 first set. This is the best of 5-set championship match. It's the final. Agassi to serve now, trailing 2-5 first set. $700,000 difference in this match. This match alone. Federer, if he wins it, takes home over 1.5 million for the week.
I just don't think there's anything in the world more attractive than confidence. This man has been playing with it all week long.
Turnabout.
Agassi guesses right, but again, as Mary noted earlier, absolutely being rushed almost every point. Agassi scrambling. Normally, he's the guy pushing the opponents around. 17-5 in the winner department for Roger Federer.
To hit something that even Roger Federer can't get was no easy task. Even that one he kept alive. And that round, there were a couple of shots Andre hit that most guys wouldn't be able to get back. Second winner of this game. Beautiful ground-hugging movement from Andre, and striking from that low position as well.
Agassi holds first set. Federer 5-3, serving for the set now.
The CAS tournament summary.
Well done to the Bryan brothers.
What a week they had. They won the championship match last night in 5 sets, 6-4 in the 5th over Loggia Santora. And they'll finish the year as the #1 doubles team in the world.
They were down 4 match points in one of their rounds and 2 match points in another. What a doubles year for them. Winning Wimbledon, the US Open, playing well in Davis Cup, and now this. French Open, I should say.
15.
That was close. Mike Morrissey not overruling, and nor should he. Look how close that was. Second serve, 2. 15 all, 5-3.
Guess that's hitting the outside of the plate.
That's I mean, but that's the outside of the outside of the outermost outside part of the plate.
There's another one on the line.
Well, that was an easy one.
That's routine there.
14, 15.
And now set point. He will blow smoke at Roger Federer in the worst way. Just routine ball on the line. Listen to you.
Something you would never do.
Yeah. The man is a Swiss juggernaut. By any definition.
So what happens? He jumps on the bandwagon.
Oh, just get off the court. Just go sit down, Roger. That's ridiculous.
1 set to the Swiss.
Juggernaut.